All right, guys. So today what I want to go over is running shoe selection, okay? We can battle on about, what type of running plan someone should be on, talk about injuries, etc. But what is often misunderstood and misrepresented is the importance of proper shoe selection, okay? So what I mean by that is everyone's like, oh, well, that shoe feels comfortable. That's great. That's an important aspect. You want a shoe that feels pretty comfortable, but I want you to have a shoe that meets certain standards, okay? So what I mean by that is there's certain things that need to be found in a shoe that you need to look at before you actually pick that shoe. So find out if it's comfortable, step one, okay? Then we need to break it down a little more to see if it's actually going to be the shoe that works for you, okay? So the next part up is the fact that roughly, depending on the different information you look at, supposedly 8 to 10% of brand new running shoes are defective before you even put them on your foot. So if I had 10 pairs of this shoe right here, this exact shoe, bought at the exact same time, okay? I need to know, or I already know roughly, that one of those pairs will be defective right off the bat before we even get going, okay? So let's take a look at what's going on, okay? So what's important to know about a running shoe is, okay, where the break line is. And what I mean by that is, when I apply pressure here and I apply pressure here, I want to see where the bending line is for the shoe. And so when I come here and I go here, that bending line, perfect, exactly right where I want it, guys. It's right at the ball of the foot, okay? So right where your toe joints all meet, that's where it's bending, okay? That's where I want the pressure, okay? I'll have a bunch of people come in with me with stress fractures or foot problems, and we'll do this assessment on their shoe, and their break line is like right here. Well, yeah, of course you're having some issues. You're literally applying all the force into the middle of that foot, into that arch. Yeah, there's probably a reason why you have some stress fractures or other issues stemming up from overuse, okay? You're not even loading into the right portion of the shoe. From there, we should find a shoe that has some type of rotational stiffness, okay? So the shoe I wear for work, because I'm not running in it, I just like comfort, okay? This is a shoe that I would never use for running, and here's why. I literally can keep turning that thing all day, okay? There's no support, okay? Versus a shoe of this nature right here, guys, that literally just has a little give side to side. I want a little give, okay? But I don't want it to give forever, okay? So that's number two. Has to have some type of rotational stiffness. I shouldn't be able to keep just twisting it until I'm done twisting, okay? From there, okay, I actually just got these shoes, and it's funny that these shoes will actually be perfect examples for this next part. The shoe should be symmetrical, okay? So what I mean by that is when we take a look at these shoes, okay, we come right here, okay? Do you notice the difference between the two shoes? Look at that right shoe and look at that left shoe. These are brand new. I have not altered these at all. This is a defective pair of shoes right here. Look at that difference. Look how much height is increased on that one. Look how flat this one is, okay? Then when we look here, okay, next stage, okay, I want to see the vertical line of the middle of the shoe. Is that in fact in the middle of the shoe, okay? There's a slight difference from side to side on each one of those, okay? So the shoes aren't vertical, okay? So I'm already working with a shoe that's less than optimal right off the bat, okay? So from there, a couple other nuances that I deal with my runners and that you can take a look at, some other stuff I've posted before, is when it comes to shoelacing patterns. Ideally, I want the eyelets, so the eyelets are where you shove the shoelace in through. I want there to be 6 or 7, ideally 7 eyelets, okay? It's gonna make it so that you can address different shoelacing patterns based off how your foot handles the shoe accordingly, okay? So definitely try that out, okay? Another thing to take into consideration, especially if you know you're gonna run at night, don't try a new pair of shoes on in the morning, okay? Try the pair of shoes on with the sock you'll actually be running in, okay? because that matters, because that thickness of the sock's gonna have an impact. And then try that shoe on brand new at night, because as the day goes on, your foot swells. So I want you to be able to make sure that you can splay the feet, okay? And then as well as move the toes up and down, okay? Those are requirements in order for that shoe to actually be a proper fit for you. Assuming your shoes fit all of those tests, good to go. All right, let me know if you have any more questions.